And now it's time for the Price is Right pricing game recap. I'm speaking didn't start it out in a cheerful tone because you may know what happened today, but I'll tell you more all about it. Anyways, here are the pricing games that were played on this Grammy Awards special. Now I'm here because I had 2 games in my lineup. The pricing games were Pay the Rent, Pushover, 2 for the Price of 1, Secret X, That's Too Much, and Swap Meet. Alright, our first contestant was Jennifer. She paid Pay the Rent for a chance to win up to $100,000 in cash. Now, Gwendolyn and Rachel were the models for today, along with special guest Kathy Griffin, who appeared later on. But for this first one, so for what she put in the mailbox, she believed it went to the bean dip. Then for the second level, Jennifer believed it was the baby food and the cleanser. And for the third level, she put the cracker snacks. She believed that they had the cracker snacks and the toothpaste. Thus, the medicine was put up in the safe at the very top level, because Gwendolyn modeled the grocery products while Rachel was in the house. And now to the prices. The bean dip. The actual retail price of the bean dip was $2.99. That was for $1,000. Now, for $5,000, of course, Jennifer chose to go on. For $5,000, the price of the baby food, 69 cents. The price of the cleanser was $5.29, giving a total of $5.98. Drew may have said, uh-oh, at first, but Jennifer then chose to go on for $10,000. So, the price of the cracker snacks were $3.29, and the price of the toothpaste, well, guess what? $6.49. That totaled $9.78. She won $10,000. And she chose to stop rather than go on for $100,000. Let's see if she did the right thing, because would she have won $100,000 if the medicine was more than the total on the third level? No, the answer is no, she wouldn't have, because the medicine was only $7.99. So she did the right thing to bail out. So she won $10,000, and that is a consolation win. All right. Lee was our next contestant. He played Pushover for a trip to Ottawa, Canada. The starting price of the pushing was $6,049. He ended up pushing it, seeing it a total of, let's see. He ended up stopping at the penultimate price of $5,712. And when the actual retail price of the trip to Canada was revealed, it turned out to be $7,126. He pushed 1 block too many. Okay, Jonathan was the next contestant. He had a perfect bid of $500 for an item that he bid $600 on in the contestants' row. I won't say what it was. Yeah, it was for a camera, by the way. Hey, Jonathan was the next contestant. He played 2 for the price of 1 for these 2 prizes, which were a set of designer sunglasses and the new Chevy Cruze LS. A prize package totaling $18,915. Rachel and Kathy Griffin modeled these prizes. For his free number, he went with the third number, which meant the third number was a 0 and not a 5. Now for the other 2 picks, he believed the first number was a 9 and not a 7, and he believed the second number was a 6 and not a 2. and not the 2. And when... Okay. And when the actual retail price of the sunglasses was revealed, it turned out to be $920. He should have gone with the 2 instead of the 6. At least he got the first... Not one right, though. And with that, 2 for the price of 1 suffers its 7th straight loss. It's not... And oh, well. Alright, Sarah was the next contestant. She played Secret X for a chance to win a new Ashley bedroom group, which also had a 3D HDTV and a Comfort Air mattress in it, all modeled by Kathy. For the 2, she placed her free X in the bottom right corner. Now for the 2 small prizes now. For the juicer, she believed the price of the juicer was not $35 and was $35 and not $17. Actual retail price $17. No X there, so she had to get the price of the soda maker correct in order to win another X. And so for the soda maker, she believed that it was $100 and not $250. And when Rachel revealed the actual retail price of the soda maker, it turned out to be $250. What a disastrous Secret X wipeout. So, out. Oh, man. And by the way, Drew did reveal where the Secret X was, because it was in the middle row. So if she had won an additional X, she probably would have placed it on the top, either in the top left or top right corner. But that was a bad wipeout. Okay. Tong was our next contestant. He played That's Too Much for a chance to win a new Ford Focus S modeled by Kathy. He believed he ended up stopping at the 5th price of $20,442, believing that was the price that was too much. And when Kathy revealed the actual retail price of the vehicle, it turned out it was $17,480. He went a little too far. Should have stopped at the 3rd price. Yeah, $17,105. I'm sorry for that. So he should have stopped at the 3rd price of $17,480. That was too much. Okay. And now Kayla was the last contestant. She had a chance to save the show from becoming a skunk by playing a game of swap meet. The item that Rachel modeled that was outside the doors was a pair of laptop computers. And now, for what was inside the doors, the free prizes that were inside the doors were a pool table, modeled by gorgeous Gwendolyn, then a set of designer shoes, which wasn't modeled, and a new motor scooter as modeled by George. For what she chose, she believed she ended up choosing to swapping the computers for the motor scooter. The actual retail price of the motor scooter was $3,124. Uh-oh, this is not looking too good here. So if the price of the laptop computers was $3,124, she'd be a winner. And when Rachel revealed the actual retail price of the laptops, it turned out that it was $2,400. She should have swapped it. The price item that she should have swapped the laptop computers with was the pool table. That was $2,400, and the shoes were $1,670. Now on to the acknowledgments. Well, all I can say is this Grammy Award show was just a complete disaster. No games completely won. I mean, come on, Mike Richards, you idiot! What in the world are you trying to do here? You will be sorry for that. And I tell you, if he was nominated for a Grammy Award, he definitely wouldn't win for sure. Or, mind you that. So, this turned out to be a pity. And with 2 for the price of 1 7-game losing streak, it's now been more than a full year since this game was last won. Because we know the last time it was won was December 6, 2012. Oh, hopefully this game should end its losing streak soon. Because 7 losses is just unacceptable. But on the bright side of things, well, the best we could do pricing game rise was give away $10,000 and pay the rent. But on the bright side, we ended up giving a total of $11,500. There's $10,000 won by Jennifer and pay the rent, as I mentioned earlier. The perfect bid from Jonathan by Jonathan that I also mentioned. That was for $500 and $1,000 in the second showcase showdown won by Sarah. But now to some more bad news. Not only were all 6 games completely winless, that's not being won completely, but guess what was even worse? We also had a double overbid in the showcase. Because I'll tell you all about that. Jennifer's showcase contained a set of appliances, a trip to Portugal, and a Nissan Versa S where the theme was a rainbow. She bid $26,500. Actual retail price $23,672. She was over. And for Sarah's bid, which Kathy Griffin presented for that bid, Sarah's showcase contained tickets to the 56 Grammy Awards, the set of Grammy nominee CDs, a new home theater system, which also contained a Blu-ray player so that they could play their albums on, and a new Hyundai Veloster. She bid $27,000 for her showcase. Actual retail price, $24,306. She too was over. But in order to make sure that they didn't feel out, because of the double overbid, Kathy decided to give both of the contestants tickets to the Grammys anyway, so at least both of them get to go to the Grammys. Yeah, that was big. But that double overbid was really painful, and because of that, it's also the first time since November 10th, 2010 that this show was El Skunko. This is also the 8th El Skunko show in the Price is Right history, and 6th in the Drew Carey era, because we remember we had 2 in the Bob Barker era that were back in 2006. Therefore, all I can say is, this is the worst episode of The Price is Right that I have ever watched, and I definitely do not want, and if they ever rerun this episode, which is highly unlikely, I'll never watch that episode ever again, because it was just a real disaster. And because of all this, I have to sit out the next 3 shows. So that means I won't do another recap until next Thursday at the earliest. So if any of my games get played on the next free show, on any of those next 3 shows, I will not be able to do it because of El Skunko. So, I am. But anyways, at least Jennifer, Jonathan, and Sarah are the contestant recognition contestants, and it's too bad we don't have any MVPs. Kind of rare that we didn't have any today. Oh well, I'm sure there's always next time. Well, anyways, despite the show being such a complete train wreck, I will say that this will be the sponsor for this is, a matter of fact, is brought to you by the 56th Grammy Awards, which airs Sunday night at 8, only here on CBS. You don't want to miss it. Although I probably won't watch all of it anyway, because most of the performances are usually just not worth my time. Since there's so many. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry that this show did not go so well. Hopefully there'll be better luck next time. And I will see you all again later. And of course, and I finally have to say this, screw you, Mike Richards!